to Aphelios because they have sustain and they can split up fights. And okay, Quinn. Okay,
I think
it's a carry for Kryze in the top lane.
I think it's Sett support, bro.
It could be. Like, it depends who works better into Quinn, and I actually think Sett works better into Quinn because you have the passive health regeneration.
Yeah, but the passive armor on the Wukong.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
But I suppose you only get that if you're actually fighting.
Yeah,
right?
and that's the thing, like...
If I see you rushing Trinity Force, you're in trouble because this matchup is really horrible. You need the movement speed, and you need that early like armor and the passive of the boots. Anyway, jungle is a vet.
Caedrel's going to get that little bit of a shield. Flashes away from Caps, so Caps is still on the chase. Now, Caps doesn't have that much mana. Special could jump in, doesn't have any corrupting potion stacks, and decides he doesn't want to be met by the jaws of Jankos with that chomp. He's just gonna farm up.
Ruined. This sucks because Caps wanted to get a cheater recall off in that situation so that he didn't have to expend the TP, but now he does as an engage out of the bot.
Mickey might just be dead here. The ignite goes down, but Patrik can't get the final bit of damage down there. Did hit him with the moonshot, but couldn't quite get the final order of attacks in. Jankos looking for the fight here as Kryze might have to flash away. Uses the jump to get back and escapes underneath the tower. Jankos, yeah, I think he could have known he wasn't going to get that one a little bit sooner, but decides just to get a little bit more damage back down. Torre is going to get forced off here in the bottom lane as Mickey jumps in, used his teleport to get back into the lane. And of course,
because he has to be scared of the trading power that LeBlanc does have, meaning that Special can start to roam. Caedrel now has his eyes on a mid lane gank. Good interrupt.
It's going to stop Caps' recall again. This is what Caps did to Febiven yesterday. And XL are like, okay.
So much. It's because of the waves. And now Spectral gets to roam. Like, this is really well done from XL. They're looking for the dive onto Wunder. Let's see if they can pull it off.
Sett is not the easiest champ to dive. He has the face breaker. Caedrel's going to step forward. There's the face breaker. Haymaker's still available, and you can see the shield coming out. Kryze taking up the tower. Now it's Special. Wunder. One more auto from the minion isn't enough. He heals up with the pots. And XL have to get out of there because Jankos and Pinoy are on their way.
Wow. Wunder even still has his flash up. I can't believe he got away with that. That was so close.
The objective.
So, XL have two choices here. They can either use this top lane to try and funnel more gold onto the Quinn, or they can use it mid lane to try and funnel more gold onto the LeBlanc, but also make that tower on the mid lane tower, because I think it's very difficult to siege against the long range wave clear that Azir does.
G2 will use the time to get themselves and first dragon of the game. It's Mountain.
It's taken after the first Herald.
I get that. I get that.
We got some late Drakes this game, Medic. As we see a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like 16 minutes, 15 minutes before we see our next one, so it will be a little bit of time. Mickey here, going to face check straight into Torre. Depth charge coming out as well, but there's a Cyclone. Patrik trying to Moonlight Vigil. Can't quite get the damage down as Mickey jumps forward once again. Torre flashes across the wall, and there goes Pinoy. First blood with the Dawning Shadow. Caps could be rooted up here by Patrik. Special's on his way, but I'm not sure Patrik wants any more of this party because the last embrace will boot him down. Special's going to try and jump onto Pinoy, but Caps is still putting a lot of damage down as Caedrel jumping forward with the Stormbringer will get one. Mickey, Jankos, and Caps are on the chase for Special, who continues to distort away. Jankos! Oh, Jankos, that wasn't great. Special will still die. And the Trundle learns what a wall tastes like as he goes to fight. He can get around quite quickly with his bird form, but it does mean he has to leave the lane early on. There's the Rip Tower popped in the bottom lane as XL try and get themselves a little bit of gold on this Aphelios. Special chased out here by Caps, and there's the ultimate. There's the shuffle in. Special's going to dash across the wall, and Caps flashes, doesn't face plant, and Special goes down. Here comes Kryze though, look for the damage here on Caps. The ignite going down, but the Dawn of Shadow shield might just be enough as Kryze is now going to get chomped out by Jankos. He has to flash away. And that wall has had its fair share of flashes in the last couple of moments.
So, good read there from Jankos and Caps, recognizing that Special, he's pretty strong against champions that just want to get onto his face, but there's a lot of very dangerous champions as Caps.
Yeah, it's going to try and shuffle away here, but the Harrier passive will come out and Kryze gets the shutdown. It's a good amount of gold going over to the Quinn. I was going to say, not having any gold on your... If you play 1-3-1 as XL, you want the gold to be on the LeBlanc and the Quinn, right? So that they can win out
for sure
in the side lanes. Patrik is in a very strong position, but now Kryze gets that shutdown, gets himself a Blade of the Ruin King, and Wunder might have got himself into a bit of a sticky situation here. The Haymaker shield will do a little bit, but Torre is there tanking up the tower, and Patrik secures the kill. The turret goes down. And a moment ago, the gold was even, and now
It was
XL...
a duel in the top side of the map. You should expect that XL are playing around the top side of the map as well. And the fact that Wunder kind of walked into that situation meant 2 boots very early to give him that additional movement speed as well. And he's been trying to play around Special, looking for kills. Special securing the Luden's Echo. He's still a little weak right now because he doesn't got those early boots. But G2 looking for another fight.
Yeah, just going to get locked against the wall here. Doesn't have the Stormbringer, and caught up in the last embrace. He will get taken out by Pinoy. However, meanwhile, in the mid lane, Mickey almost falls. Kryze and Special not quite able to take the kill. Actually looks like Mickey may have engaged there onto Special, taking him down to about 300 HP. Pinoy, Dawning Shadow, you got the ult, my man. Jankos gonna look to stop Special, but Special very cautiously backs all the way away.
So I like how G2 is responding here, though, because after that little trade in mid, yes, Mickey lost his flash, but remember how earlier XL kept interrupting the backs of Caps, and it basically meant that his wave state kept getting ruined and he couldn't get as much of an advantage. The question, how do XL approach the mid game when they have drafted much more of a split push pick style comp, but they look to attack the side lanes?
Patrik looks at the Moonlight Vigil there onto Caps, couldn't quite connect with it. The Rift Tower did go in as well, but Caps takes a chunk of damage as Patrik has some good guns for the situation. Calibrum, Infernum, now switching to Severum. Flash in from Torre, he's shuffled away. They're looking for the damage on the tower. Torre goes golden and Caps is already dead. And now Patrik can step forward with the rest of the team. However, Mickey has the flank position, hooked out of it by Torre. Graviton gun will do some work here as well as Mickey can't quite get into the fight. Caedrel fell. Here comes Kryze from the side. Perhaps looking for an engage. Wunder jumping in. There's the base breaker, but Kryze just trying to get onto Pinoy. Torre already dead. Kryze now stuck behind all 4 members of G2. Special jumping in. Patrik doesn't now have good guns. He doesn't have any real long-range damage as Mickey goes forward once again. Caught up with the ethereal chains, and in the end, G2 will be able to get away 4 members still alive.
I do have full river control right now. A lot of the vision that XL was just setting up is going to be denied. You can see a couple pings coming from behind for G2. No. I don't think they have the front line. G2 actually trying to fight.
Baron, though. XL's going to get jumped on here as Patrik is just dead. I think XL were looking to threaten Baron as G2 went for the 3rd dragon of the game, but G2 called their bluff and just jumped straight onto Patrik.
So that was pretty wild. I'm surprised that G2 just, they just kill him, and this will secure them the 3rd Drake. So, like, good decision making there from G2. And this is kind of what we were talking about. You know, we really set this narrative up very early on about the Drakes, and G2 will have to ask him. Either way, he doesn't have heal now. That's a big deal. His flash is still on cooldown. G2 kind of posturing around the mid lane. Have their eyes set on Special. I don't think he knows Wunder.
Oh, Wunder has the flank, but Special can jump away. Oh, he gets away straight away. Perfect timing on that. The streamer shuffle perhaps a little bit too late. The Emperor's Divide not going to be able to catch him out.
Ooh, look at bot lane,
Kryze is pushing in. Yeah, Kryze is pushing in that bot lane. Vedius. G2 going to try and 4-man force through mid. They have the Sun Disc, but Patrik with the Infernum can clear through this way pretty quickly. Moonlight Vigil will be used. Pinoy's going to heal them up. Special jumps in just to try and get a bit of harass down, but Kryze, he's up towards the inhibitor line now. Mickey's going to go back and try and deal with this Quinn as Kryze decides to recall. And XL
can play through bot lane and top lane, then they still have a really solid chance of taking down G2, but flashing good hook.
Caps gets caught out, the Emperor's Divide comes down as well, but Patrik needs 1 more auto attack to take the kill. And there's the pick, Vedius. You said it just a moment ago, and XL find it.
That is a clutch pick, and while the Dragon isn't up, the Baron certainly is. There is 35 seconds that XL can look to secure this. They've got Aphelios, he has the chakrams. Here we go, XL going to start this one off.
And you've got 2 AD carries, because Kryze can just work through it as well with the Blade of the Ruin King and the Phantom Dancer. He will add his support incredibly quickly. Jankos now perhaps caught out, but Mickey does a really good job of jumping onto Special. Jankos, though, still very low. He's going to get taken out. Patrik now gets a 2nd kill of the game. Mickey trying to dodge around. The Baron has reset just a little, I believe, up towards the top side of this, but XL are going to start it up once again. Caps up in 9 with TP. Another hook lands. It's Wunder who's been caught. The chain's going to lock him down. Caedrel jumping forward with the Stormbringer. Mickey trying to get on towards the back line. Caedrel's low, though. You don't want to lose your jungler before this happens as Caps goes in. He's going to teleport into the fight now. It's Patrik. He's winning a 2v1. Pinoy's trying to get away. And here comes Caps. The flash away from Patrik keeps him alive. Mickey dies as well. And this has been exceptional stuff from Patrik and from XL as well. I thought Caedrel was going to fall. I thought they bit enough more than they could chew. Caps, though, somehow finds 2 at the end of it. But XL get an ace and they turn back towards the Baron.
This team fight was basically Patrik.
Who do you send, right? Caedrel needs to be there to tank it up. Maybe you send Torre over to try and deal with it. But you gotta run. Mickey's gonna teleport in. Special 11 seconds on his TP. Of course, Kryze doesn't have one, and Jankos has already started this one up. XL gotta try and fight for this because an Azir with Infernum is gonna be absolutely devastating. XL coming in, but it's a 3v2, 4v2 in just a second as Pinoy comes around the corner, and that dragon's already been started up, and XL realize they can't fight. Oh, what the? No, what? How did he? What? I don't even know how he got that. Mickey's gonna jump in now. Jankos, how did what? Patrik's dominating. I don't even understand. I don't even understand it, Vedius.
I'm actually, I was actually left speechless. That was crazy. Patrik, was it Patrik that stole that? Or
Yeah,
was
Patrik
it
stole it. I think it was like an Infernum proc from the Scuttle Crab or something. I have no idea.
I'll be honest, sure.
XL, up until 2 weeks ago, hadn't got a single win, and now they're looking at 4 wins out of their last 5. Like, this is so good for them.
And
harder for XL to push in. Of course, they died with it. It's about to fall off. But you can see they were using Caedrel in the side lane. They were trying to find some pressure in mid just through Patrik having it. But you would consistently expect to make it. You know, the Origins, the Fanatics, the G2s, not looking as good as they have in the past. This is your prime opportunity. G2 going to force in mid here. There's a flank position for Special, but the Sun Disc goes down. That's going to make it a little bit tricky for him. Kryze coming in from the top side of the map as well as the tier 2 falls. Patrik's going to step in. The hook lands onto Jankos from Torre once again. In goes Mickey with the Cyclone. Going to get some damage down, but Special's already assassinated Pinoy. And Mickey's doing what he can to take out his fellow support. Moonlight Vigil chunks out Caps. Patrik continues just to rain hell on the G2 players here with this Aphelios, and it's only Wunder and Mickey left alive. Patrik's going to try and rectify that as Mickey falls. Wunder sidesteps everything he can, but in the end, Special gets the kill. XL find 5, and they're going to look to push in at these side lanes.
yeah, Caps really fumbled in that team fight. He was the man a chance of turning this game around, but Patrik was barely touched. Special's positioning was perfect because he kept coming in to clean up at the end of each fight, making sure that those executes are coming through. And I think that Caedrel and Torre did their jobs. You know, they just soaked up.
I think it's good stuff all around. Kryze, level 17 to Mickey's level 15, uses the Vault once again to just get that slow on Mickey, and the phase rush gives him so much movement speed to try and get out of this. There's still a turret here for him to get underneath. And G2's still going to look for the dive, but once again, the Vault! Oh, Kryze showing us just what you can do on this Quinn as XL start up the BAM, and Pinoy, Jankos and Caps trying to get in here to steal it away, but Caedrel lands the smite. Special's pushing in. He's got the inhib already chunked out in that top lane. Kryze manages to survive, and here comes the TP in from Special. Kryze going to join this fight. It's a 4v3 right now, but XL might just want to get out with their Baron. They've taken an inhib in the top lane as well.
Man, on his Cogmore, I think it's worked out beautifully, and now Patrik in a position to actually carry this game as G2 wants to try and kill him.
Deja vu. We've seen Patrik in this position before. He's shuffled back. He does have the GA this time. He's not taking any damage. Oh my god, the Severum just does so much work for him. G2 going to try and capitalize on him as he comes back up. He's healing. He's surviving. Oh my god. Get Aphelios, G2. Good stuff from Special to come in and get the triple. Wunder's going to get killed in the end as well. It's a quadra for Special. Patrik survives, and G2 just cannot kill Aphelios.
Oh my word. 10. Well played by him. XL going to secure a big win against G2.
Oh, great stuff all around for XL. I'll be really happy taking that win over G2. Means that they move up in the standings. Of course, they are sitting at 4 wins now, 4 and 5. So actually,